because you guys are across the pond.
Yeah.
That we are. Okay, me as Fred are making some leaps here. Golden Scythe, Dark, Wheat.
Evil Scythe.
Yeah.
You guys can talk
Awesome.
again. Again, you guys cross the threshold of audible sound, as opposed to
Yeah, I ain't making a peep. I'm body paranoid.
painful sound. Let's see.
So, cool new toy.
You feel like harvesting some wheat?
1, 2.
Love to give it a shot if we
James,
can
gonna-
find that.
We're not gonna like start randomly killing people with that, are you? Are we? Like if you cut the wheat.
Urge
heard
to
that
kill
story where,
right?
like-
I'm just kidding.
No, but have you heard that story? The farmer finds a scythe in an abandoned farm and he starts doing it, and it turns out he's become the Grim Reaper.
No, I've never heard that one.
Oh, okay. It's a story I was told in school.
Weird, magical items make it turn into a psychopathic murderer. Weird.
Yeah,
That tree was very mean.
it was very mean.
I'm just curious why you couldn't speak or make noise around it.
When I pulled the scythe out of the trunk, it stabbed me.
Okay then.
It was
As scythes do.
like it wanted me to scream.
Scythes don't stab, they slash.
No, not the scythe, the tree.
No.
Like a branch.
No. More like tree sap. Evil tree
Ew.
sap.
You know what? This is weird, but I don't
Sort
know
of
how
on
to come
point
back. Let's just
for
keep
where we
trucking.
are, I guess.
So, Crash, if I take a short moment to sort of concentrate on this scythe, the way I would to attune to a magical item,
Mm-hmm.
can I tell anything about it? Do I get the sense of
Roll me Arcana,
purpose?
I would say.
Okay.
Roll me Arcana.
All right. Straight roll.
Yeah, straight roll. 18. Okay. You focus on this scythe, and your mind is, albeit distantly, filled with just sort of clanging. The crafting of it, I might say. You're greeted with an image of a forest like this, though not dark. The lush and still glowing, but the skies are not twilight. They're a bit darker, but they're not fully night. And a figure sort of going, like cleaving away, swashing away, this wheat. Just going with this scythe. You notice as every time he does it, a part of the blade, the scythe's blade, goes away every time. Every time, keeping it basically constantly sharp, but making it slowly disintegrate. The blade itself. His field goes for a good while, 100 feet, 150, 200 long. And you could tell with every swipe that this one scythe will not allow him to finish his harvest. Luckily, he has 2 more. You see him just sort of, the pommels of them, quote-unquote pommels, just sort of jabbed into the ground, obviously the unimportant part of a scythe. Just there, at the beginning of his clearing. Just over there, behind him. A flash of lightning happens. The man looks around frantically as his skies turn to darkness. His crops similarly turn to darkness. his scythes go from a very iridescent silvery steel, this sort of bright white color, this metallic color, to gold. Him curious though, curious and confused. He touches his crop, now pointing into darkness. And you see that it takes his hand and he begins to bleed as from the stump left.
Oof.
And you could tell in his frantic eyes that there is nowhere he can recover. There's no place of respite or recovery or healing nearby his little farmstead. He knows he will die. And so he does. That is what you get for attuning to it. Now, that attunement only takes but, 5 minutes as you guys are traveling. I offer you all the chance to take a short rest, if you so wish.
Yes.
Just know that time is ticking. And this thing is quite frustrated at all of you. But it is up to you. Taking an additional 5 minutes is short rest enough.
Okay.
You rolled the wrong die there.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, you gotta hit the D button. Like, it's actually a button, the D4. It's actually a button. You can change it.
Paladins have D10s, right?
Paladins have D10s.
Yeah.
Where's D6 I have a D8.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come
I'll take the
on.
first one.
Yeah.
As we're taking the short rest, I will recount the vision I got as I tuned to the scythe.
You guys are informed by word, this dream-esque vision.
Well, there seem to be a fair amount of similarities.
Varric is topped off.
Do you think we need to get both the side or all the sides that are seen in this thing to get out of here? Come on, Abigail. There you go. A decent one.
Let's see, that's 11. That puts her at 54 out of 6. Another one.
Another one.
I mean, look at that. What is this?
11, 6. Wait, why are you rolling D6s? Oh, sorcerer.
Because he's
Yep.
sorcerer. Abigail's topped off. Abigail changes the trapping for Ward. Alright. Ward, your trapping has been altered. She can do it once a day during a short rest. It is now a regenerative trapping. You heal a number of hit points equal to her spellcasting modifier, which is 3, at the beginning of her turn.
I like it.
Which means, in technicality, you technically shouldn't have to spend any hit dice right now I think about it. Because you just get it back anyways in the course of 10 minutes. So yeah, just refund yourself all your hit die.
Well,
Okay.
10 minutes, you would get 30 HP.
It's at the beginning of every round.
Oh.
So that's 3 times 10 times 10.
Yeah, he's fine.
So that's about
90?
300.
300. One healthy lad.
Yeah, so
That's me times 3, roughly.
Ah, so you in 4 levels at this rate. Gotcha.
How does Arcane Recovery work again?
you at a short rest you can recover spell slots equal to, I believe, I want to say half your wizard level plus 8. Let me double check. Yeah, so let's see. It is equal to once per day. When you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover These spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half of your wizard level, but none of them could be 6 or above. So basically, what level wizard are you? You're like 7?
Yeah, 7.
7, so 3.5 rounded up. So you can get back 1 4th level spell slot, 2 second levels, a 3rd and a 1st, 4 first, stuff like that.
Okay, that's fine. I already just know, but that's good to know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, now comes the time.
Why do you sound excited? That's not a good thing.
The numbers do matter. Let me just double check my system. Someone roll me a d20.
Who
Designate. Don't roll it yet. Yeah.
My vote
don't
is
jump
Rebecca.
the gun. Don't jump the gun. Actually say who's going to do it. It's a vote.
My vote is Rebecca.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Lower.
Volunteer distribute.
Lower is worse.
And before 1.
Ah!
How fitting.
Nice.
How very.
Do we want to like throw
Fitting.
inspiration to try and reroll that shit?
Sure, I can use mine.
Very well.
Please get above 5. God bless it!
Oh my god!
Okay. Okay, it was my
I love
idea.
it.
So you can have my inspiration roll it once more. Hopefully we get at least that 5 again. Because good God, if we get a 1.
I love that.
No, we take a
That's-
better
that's-
one.
Oh, you take the better
That's
one?
fantastic.
Just reroll it anyways.
Wait, reroll it again.
Yeah, just use my inspiration. Because I still don't like us having a 5. Oh my God! Okay, fine. We'll take a 5.
Here we go.
Game.
It's destiny. It's destiny.
How very
God,
fitting.
okay. Okay, whatever.
Kurev's just
My fae is like influencing this from beyond.
She's smirking like a Chester cat. Yes, indeed. You guys just healed too. What a shame. What a shame.
I think that's Varric.
You're right. That is Varric. Yes. it
Oh,
is.
come on! Why is it always Varric that gets in that 20s?
Let's just get this rolling then, shall we? I'll make a con save for our lad. DC 20.
Oh god.
He's got a death ward thing, so he's got that going for him. So he can't instantly die.
I should have saved. Should have saved the stick.
I know. Mayhaps. As he takes 80 points of damage. He has 78, by the
The
way.
guys are really calling for him on these. That's the second time he would have been instantly killed if he didn't have that death ward.
I know, how very perfect, isn't it? So, as you guys are taking a short rest, the world is once more plunged into darkness. And you guys hear a metallic clanking, followed by the sickening crunch of bone, the slicing of flesh, from the direction where Varric was.
It's like open a tin can.
To a degree. Quick as it comes, quick as it goes. You guys are immediately plunged back into a world of dim light and eternal infinite forest. You see that Varric has honestly, it's surprising that he's still alive. It honestly is, considering how he was cleaved at the neck, basically like a headsman would take a person's head. He doesn't make a sound, doesn't move. You can tell the adrenaline in his system is the only thing, alongside some magic, that's keeping him in any way alive. This obviously startles Abigail, and she doesn't even say anything or make a noise similar to her husband as she just gapes in awe at the sudden severity of it all. So, first off, Varric is down 71 of his 78, or 77 of his 78 HP. He's not dead. But I don't think any of you guys would blame Abigail for cashing in one of her two third-level spell slots to cast Aura of Vitality.
Not at all.
So let's see. That's 1 minute, so that's approximately that is 10 rounds. So 10 times 2, that's 20. As Varric only heals 68 of that HP.
Just 1 health point away.
No, he had 1 health point. He's at 69.
It's perfect. End of campaign.
She rushes to his side and just cradles his head, and then you see her glow. The trappings of her and him and Ward glow as she just holds his head next to her neck, and the wound begins closing. And you guys see upon Abigail's face this very blank mask just form. This sort of incorporeal, astrally based mask just covers her face. And Varric's very obvious neck wound closes. Although there is a chunk of the back part of his helmet missing, but that's okay. Yeah, you have to fix it later, right? So yeah, that's your guys' short rest.
What would have happened on a fucking 1?
It happens to all of you.
Anyways.
What was the source?
The thing teleported in, gave Varric an executioner audition, and then left.
Execution-y.
Ah.
You guys are made very clear that this thing does not kill you all right now by choice, not by inability.
So wait, is that 68 damage?
That's 68.
No, it was 80 damage for him.
Okay.
That's and then 68 health back.
That's a lot of 6s though too.
And 4-1, so I think it balances out.
Still in favor of the healing.
Still in favor of the 6s, but don't forget 2s and lack of 4s.
Anyways.
Yeah, there's not a single 4 in there. Like, there's literally not a single 4.
Okay. Fuck fighting that. We need to find a way out there.
So, Varric coughs up, like pulls off his faceplate and coughs up some blood. That mask over Abigail's face goes away. He puts on stoic Varric puts on his face mask. Play never again. Let's go.
I offer a hand, help him up, and as he stands up, he's got stone aegis on him. Gonna keep it on him for a while.
Abigail helps him stand up as well. And in a semi-ironic, perhaps dark humor-esque thing, he just twists his neck and you hear it like crack and pop a couple of times.
Ugh.
Don't. I can do that in real life.
So,
Yeah, but from the imagery, it sounds like he's snapping it back into place.
Mayhaps. 5 and alive, according to 5 and alive. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sandra will lead them since it sounds like everyone's kind of gathered around Varric.
Give me a new
we're-
marching order. What is
I'll, War will take. I'll take points. Keep an eye on Varric. And I have my glaive shouldered, and I'm currently wielding the scythe.
Okay. Any changes to the marching order here?
Nope.
I mean, I think we're good.
Okay. Noted. May someone roll me a D100. Lower is not better nor worse.
I could
Who
do it if
hasn't
you
rolled
want.
yet? Kirsty?
I've not rolled yet. Yeah.
Go for it.
Be right back.
Hey!
That's a D20.
No,
D20.
D100.
Oh, 200. Sorry. I'm being.
19
Oh, it's like a 19 again?
32.
It's still a low number. Doesn't matter if it's low or not, but hey, it still
It's not the
causes
meaning
hope
of
for some
life.
reason.
Hit something.
Okay. So, you guys get moving, and you guys find something different, something new. Well, relatively. Corpses are nothing new to you guys in this section of the Feywilds at this point, although the way this one died is a bit different. As he has a, call it an advanced form of Varric syndrome, as he is cleaved in half, shoulder to hip. He was, it's long rusted now, but he was sporting some plate armor. Cleft in twain. But there you go. That's what's for it. He was sporting some nice plate armor. He looked pretty chivalrous. He had a tabard and a, sort of bannering upon him, but it's far too worn and ragged and unrecognizable now. Not that any of you guys are actually, except Varric, I guess, really trained in noble sigildry. His gear is rusted and unusable. Or, my bad. Unsafely usable. But you guys note that at his side is a coin purse. May someone roll me luck.
I feel lucky.
Very well. Lucky indeed. All right. Well, let me just roll out here. Just 50 plus 5D. There we go. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have done that because. Well, shit. Okay. I probably should have done 2 separate rolls. I think, but oh well. So that's was it 3. Okay. I can do math. That is 339 gold pieces. Which means out of the remaining amount,
30 platinum.
Yes. Did that really even out to exactly 30? No way.
Yeah, it did.
9.
9 plus 2 is 11, plus 5 is 16, plus 10 is 26, plus 4 is 30.
Oh, that's perfect. So yeah, there you go. 300. Just type it up. 339 GP, 30 PP. Haha, PP. Haha. It's me of Laura Bailey humor.
It's me when I was 10 playing Pokemon and noticed that the thing was PP.
Never
got no
actually
PP.
thought of that. Played Pokemon my whole life. Wow.
Really? Really? The
To
thing
be
that made me
fair,
alert of it was
to be
this
fair,
redemption. Yeah.
To be fair, Fred was probably like 2,000, 900 something years old when Pokemon was first invented. Okay, as immortal beings, we have all passed it. Okay, or at least he did. I didn't. Thank you, Fred. Thank you. But yeah, you guys find 339 gold pieces and 30 platinum pieces in like a smaller bag inside his coin purse there. And you guys notice that there's no blood.
Anymore.
Whatever blood on him is gone. Like, it's dried up and desiccated and gone. Like, this guy's like, he's a skeleton. He's not like flesh and bone.
Grab his. Nope. Inappropriate time to make fun of the skeleton. Anyways.
But you guys do note, as he's like, it's like he was crawling until he got final blowed, cleaved down the middle. You guys note that his coin purse, the contents of it, there's like a little hole in it. And you guys see a gold piece trail leading away from here.
Oh,
Like
that's
if-
some Hansel and Gretel shit I'm gonna fall for.
Don't-
The coins go, they coast around, they bend around the tree, that he died next to, and they just go off.
Won't even think about it.
But they're so pretty, and I have a debt to pay now, apparently.
No.
We have no other
We should-
leads.
We should at least look, yeah.
We are looking for golden
Am I
weapons.
getting the okay?
Gold for a gold
Does that mean
scythe.
we can go?
Don't take
Yep.
any of it.
Oh, why not? We're
You
taking
can
this gold.
follow it.
Sandra's picking up the gold as she's following it.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on,
No.
look, she's getting it and I'm not. But you, the way, like, it's mine now.
To be fair, we should gather everything and split it at the end of this.
So we make it to the
Okay.
end of this.
Of course we will.
Yeah. Award say, of course we will. Varric just like cracks his neck at that.
Oh,
Not too
dude,
hard,
no. No.
Which Abigail just gulps at. But she keeps like this faux image of bravery. We'll get through it. Or we're not gonna get through it by standing here. Let's go.
Remind me again, what was the party share? My brain is fried.
30%, was it?
30%, yeah.
30%?
Because you said
Yeah, it was more than 10.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
There's definitely more than 10.
I remember you saying like a quarter, and then I was like, no, bump it up a smidgen.
Right.
So 30 sounds right.
30%.
I'll keep
So-
that.
100%, gotcha.
Don't do it yet, because you guys will pick up more coin.
Yeah.
Literally pick up more coin.
No, I'm not doing math. I'm just
Just,
writing down what we
tabulate.
find.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you guys follow the gold piece trail. Some real fairy tale shit. Now, well, this is already pretty fairy tale, but now doubly so. You guys go to the more popular fairy tales. I personally only. I was fucking with you.
Platinum
Yes.
for your thoughts.
You guys follow the gold piece trail. And you guys find another tree. Another big tree with a nice crack in it. And the gold pieces lead right into the hole there. Wow. Look at that. Nothing dangerous can happen with that.
Suddenly, I don't want to follow the trail anymore.
Sandra would
Right.
volunteer as tribute and go and try to collect the scythe.
You guys cross the threshold of silence, noting that when you pick up the coin, it makes no jingle. When you take a step, it makes no crunch of grass. Sandra, you take it upon yourself. I'll volunteer as tribute, Katniss
I
Everdeen
grab
style.
I grab Sandra's arm, pull her back out into the sound again. Before you go in, if there's another scythe in there, when you grab it, something is going to stab your hand. If you scream, you're fucked.
Hmm.
All right,
That's very valuable to know.
I'll assist you.
Oh, anybody have like a bit of cloth?
I have the old golden shirt that I still haven't used. It's floating about.
One that I can rip up.
Varric rummages amongst his alchemist supplies and pulls out a vial. Or not a vial, it's like a really tiny jar. It's not a vial, it's like a bit bigger than that. I don't know how to describe it. But the size of like your hand.
Hmm.
And he gets a syringe and just pulls from it and then taps it, making sure like there are no bubbles in it. He wants man aesthetics.
I was going more for just mouth gag.
Is that a no?
Saliva on my shirt.
Out
Take
of
it.
game, anesthetics. Refresh my memory real quick because it's not coming to me.
They numb you.
Numb you?
They numb you, put you to sleep, or kill you, depending on the quantity.
Take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that.
Yeah.
She holds out the hand that she will grab with the.
Make a con, not a save, just a con check.
Constitution. They're
You will
identical.
also- I will also put Aegis on you so you take less piercing damage
Oh,
if you take it.
wonderful. Hit.
But it's a guaranteed 10. Okay, good. So it kicks in a bit too effectively.
Hit.
It's like Varric is like telling you like the details of like this is a local anesthetic, it shouldn't go too far out. And then he just does some like rudimentary tests on you, like he like taps your fingers, yeah, you don't feel it. You can still move them, but you just can't feel it, and it's a bit sluggish. He taps like the spot itself, yeah, you don't feel shit there. Taps your upper arm, it's similar to the feeling of when he's tapping your hand, like You feel it, but it's a bit dulled. And then he taps your shoulder, same deal, and he just stops at that. And then he taps like on your back, and you give a similar response. Okay, it's not supposed to go that far. he looks at the vial.
We should have tied off my arm so it doesn't.
Oh shit.
Far.
It was still
I'm just
spread.
gonna die.
Nuts.
Da-da-da-da.
Just
Shit.
let's hope we don't get in a fight because I might not be great.
No, I figured out you have an elven physiology. Shit.
That would do it.
Well, at least you won't feel it.
Ups and downs.
So, you'll have advantage on it, on the save, and the DC is lower. Because
Okay.
it's so effective on you.
It's a little too effective.
If you take poor.
But the catch is, if
damage-
you guys get in a fight, you won't be able to, like, fanning the hammer it'll take a roll to actually see if you can do it.
Damn, we should have just went with the gag idea, son of a bitch.
I mean, you can still do it.
You
Sorry.
will have the Aegis on you, so the piercing damage will be reduced by, let's see, it is
It's
4.
2 plus sorcerer level, yeah, divided by 4.
So you take 4 less piercing damage.
All right.
Okay. So, having successfully numbed your arm,
A little too
Varric
effectively.
says that there's no way to accelerate it unnumbing. It just, you gotta get out of your system, drink lots of water.
Ward will come with and be ready to yank Sandra out of the tree if need be.
Gotcha. So you both go in. The rest of you just sort of hang out at the perimeter of the threshold of silence, which is pretty easy to find out. You just gotta stop when you hear yourself not make noise and just take a step back. So you two head in. So Andrea, you follow the gold piece trail. Ward right behind you. In total, you guys have acquired an additional. I will roll for it.
Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
Should be 50.
And 1d5 for platinum. Hey!
Ooh.
163 additional gold pieces.
Well, shit.
That's a pretty penny.
We rich, boy.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you need it.
Yeah. Also, how much does it really matter? Because we're just gonna die in here anyway.
That's the pessimism I like to hear.
The fear becomes
And that's why
pessimism
it's upside
and
down.
nihilism.
That was me saying that in character, by the way.
I figure.
It's a good thing you're not on the threshold. All right, Sandra, make me that con save at advantage.
She inhales deeply and grits her teeth. And con save, and advantage, and pray.
DC 18 now.
Ah, God bless it!
Ah.
Well, I
So
have
you
Aegis, so.
Yeah, you take 6 points of damage as opposed to 10.
Okay.
And then you
That's-
make me another con save.
Nah, I think I'm good with just, like, acing it. 15?
Oh, it's even worse. So you take 48 points of psychic damage.
And that's why she
Oh my
volunteered to do the
God.
thing.
No anesthetic helps with this.
She is conscious at 10.
Whatever this thing injects into your arm as it stabs you actually causes it to the pain to. Nothing happens on your arm, but that just makes the parts closest to your arm take the pain instead. Now the anesthetic basically it goes out to your center of your chest, which is where heart,
Vital
lungs,
organs.
vital organs. Yeah, it's weird feeling a pain meant for your arm to be at where your heart is. You scream. No noise comes out, but it just makes it worse. Yeah, those are some really good rolls. Those are all above, like at average or above.
Jeez.
But you pull on it. More than slightly, use your weight of you leaning back while screaming, as well as potentially sort of slipping as the pain sort of goes across, again, like where your gut is and stuff like that. You pull out the scythe.
I yank Sandra out of the tree.
You are dragged out of the tree. I won't say full drag. You're still conscious, obviously. But you're sort of aided as you hobble out of the tree with scythe in hand.
She just covers her mouth to try and negate this chance of any more sound. And drags the fucking scythe along behind her.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, Varric's got his potions back.
So that's...
Now that I think about it, maybe I should have pulled that out.
8, 11, so that's 19, plus 14, that's 25, plus 8 more, that is 33
Hey, I'm at 40.
And we'll add one more on top of that for another 15. 33 plus 15 makes 48. How coincidental.
I'm at 58.
You're back at full.
Numbers are
Or not
fine.
full. You're back to your original amount.
It's irrelevant who pulled the thing out. Would have hurt. Ow.
I'm just saying, with what Abigail gave me and my physiology, I might have had an easier time dealing with that.
Eh.
Yeah, in retrospect, you could heal back all this damage in like 5 minutes.
Is that spell still going?
It's the
Yeah.
trapping.
Oh, it's a trapping.
It is
Ah.
nice.
Well, it's better to have
Well-
it like all healed up more instantly than relying on healing over time, because this thing might pop back up any second.
Mayhaps.
Yeah.
But
True.
it doesn't show up right now. Go you.
Ow.
Well, it's still knowing you're still alive, so yay.
Mind if I see that?
She holds it out for him to take.
Gold scythe number 2.
Does it seem identical?
Identical in every aspect.
Alright, cool.
So the story had 2 stored. What about the one that he was using?
Makes 3, technically.
Yep. 2 stuck in the ground and then 1 he was holding.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't
Alright.
mind, I say we go back to the corpse.
Nod.
I want to grab something off of him.
What are you
Sure.
gonna grab?
His tabard.
It's what?
His
Oh,
tabard.
That's very nice.
Oh,
of
I
you,
thought it said
Varric.
tavern.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it.
You guys go back. Varric cuts off like the most intact section of it, and then he just adds it to his medic armbands
Is
underneath it all.
Could
Not like
we-
dangling off it, but it's more like just wrapped there.
Is there enough symbology on it that someone could identify it if we kept it, or
There's colors,
color?
which across nations that
that doesn't
like,
mean
it
much.
doesn't. Yeah, like if it was like if you knew it was provincial, that might like narrow things a good bit, but you don't know where this guy is from.
Well, it's a thought.
I
that
will.
counts.
I will. Does the corpse have like a broken, rusted weapon of some kind?
Yeah, it has this a long sword.
I would
bastard
ask
sword.
that. I would ask that Varric put that in the bag of holding, the knight sword.
All right. It's not even like a full blade either. It's like shattered diagonally down the middle. It's probably like the equivalent of a short sword in terms of length now. But yeah, he does you. He nods respectfully at that and just puts it in the bag of holding. Hope the gods listen to us in here. Hope they got you out of here. He says, he like mutters to the corpse. And I hope they don't let us fall to the same fate. Let's go.
Ward will carry both sides if no one's arguing with that.
Go right the fuck ahead.
Go for it.
It's not Sandra's expertise.
You have my
anyways.
blessing.
At this point, you guys have lost about 30, 40 feet of visibility out of like the, I don't know, few hundred that you guys have had before.
By the way, before we leave the corpse, is how long has it been since Ward last put a piece? Like, could we approximate like it's been a few
Oh yeah, I
hours?
should put one.
I
put
wanted
one
to
in.
Same
do
deal as
this time.
before. Same deal as before. You have no fucking clue.
Well, we've at least had a short rest and a fair bit of travel, so Sandra's gonna leave a piece like under the guy's armor.
Varric stops you.
Okay, fine. She won't put it on the armor.
You don't know what Darren does with this stuff. I'm not selling souls.
She'll put it at like the base of a tree, a little bit under some dirt.
Varric even helps you with that by busting out the shovel.
Hey.
Yeah. Varric and a shovel. Name a more iconic duo.
Yeah,
Eric
he's
and
not
his wife.
yeah, he's not married or anything. No,
Right, that's
you know
the
the more
shovel.
iconic duo, Varric and his rifle. Or Varric and his
Mhm.
helmet.
I just said that to lighten the mood, but you can hear my voice shaking.
That's funny. Also, you didn't
Everyone's got
have a
their
problem with
defense.
Ward leaving it on a corpse earlier.
Yeah, well, that corpse didn't help us. That corpse didn't seem nightly.
So you're
He
fine
only
with
protects
it.
his own kind.
So you're fine with it taking some random person's soul potentially.
Suicide is a sin, mate.
Whoa.
That seems a bit harsh, considering.
It literally is the thing.
Alright, whatever, we can debate hypocrisy later.
I mean that in a literal capacity. I make no judgment on it. There are certain scriptures of a Philosaur where if you commit suicide, she doesn't let you walk past. And that's it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Well, consider this a religious lesson then. Don't kill yourselves.
Yeah, noted.
Noted. Haha, Jinx.
I have a good
Jinx.
feeling about these. Ward indicates the scythes. You know, part of my the tenets of my oath, I guess you could say. Strange. Why do I know that? Either way, bring the light from there. You go.
Did you notice that your voice changes sometimes?
It does.
A little bit.
I guess you know all about that, huh?
See, the thing
Ooh.
is, I do it intentionally. He's not.
Do you though? Because I've caught you slip multiple times.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, we
I
have
feel
more
like I could do a
important
more
things
believable
now.
one than you can.
Usually I say we have more important thing to do as just a way to get the topic off me. We are actually being surrounded by darkness.
You know, I haven't spent that much time with you guys, but I'm getting the sense that teasing you, Sandra, seems to be a priority. No matter what the
You can say
circumstance.
that again. That is definitely true.
Oh yeah.
You gotta give what you get. So, evens out.
Balance is good. I like balance.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh shit. No. Did I dent it? No, it's fine. Okay, cool. I thought I just dented the magazine that goes with that rifle. Mace someone. No, it's fine. No, actually, it's fine. Someone roll me a D100.
Sure.
Garth, you do it.
There's so few options left that like the spacing between them is
Nice.
actually pretty.
Didn't I hold up? Did I roll a 92 earlier too?
You rolled a 90 something. Might be a 95.
5, 23, 19. I rolled a 19 on D100
Wasn't it
earlier.
a
Okay.
96 or something you rolled?
Well,
was a
it's
90
lost to
something.
the histories.
You guys are traveling, marching hurriedly. You guys find another peculiar sight, one which you have not seen before. You guys see one of those dead man beard. The species term is leshen. A leshen covered tree, although this one is split in half. Cleaved, carved, lumbered down the middle. And in it, the sort of space that has now been carved into it, you guys see the same black ichor you guys have found in those quiet trees. Webbing from one side to the other, and then forming like a little cauldron, we'll say, a little pot, a little stewing spot where it's bubbling at the base where this quote-unquote stump is.
Sandra, she doesn't like fully approach it. She just tries to walk forward to see if she notices a similar sound canceling effect.
There is not.
Mm-hmm. Does the black ichor seem similar to the stuff that was shrouding the creature that we saw? I say creature in quotation marks.
No.
On a hunch,
It's
Ward
more
is gonna-
akin to the thing that stabbed you.
That's what I figured.
Ward is gonna toss a stone or a stick into the ichor. See what happens.
It looks more akin to like tar.
Hmm.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Really
Ladera.
sticky glue.
Nice.
Do you think we dip the gold sides into it? That might correct.
Do I see any hilt or any trace of gold in any of this sort of like open area?
Roll me perception. At initial glance, no.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yes. Because it's visually based.
Wow.
Hey, it was destined.
Damn.
You look around on the tree itself, where it's been bisected in this little, little naturally formed cauldron, we might call it. No glints of shiny gold or rusty gold or any gold at all.
If I bring the golden blade of the scythe toward one of the scythes toward the tar without actually sticking it in there, does it seem like it does it jump out and try to grab the scythe or anything like that?
It makes like it doesn't jump out, but it's more like it's like slowly like pulled towards it, like it's sort of like a child, like a toddler reaching out to grab something out of their crib.
You ever seen that magnetic ooze?
Yes, I have.
Is it kind of like that?
It's like that, but the catch is magnetic ooze will always eventually get there. That's how magnetic force works. Like there's nothing like, there's an inability for it to grab it, as opposed to magnets where eventually it will grab it.
Okay, so I'll pull it away. Do I see anything of interest in the tar?
You peer into it, into the
void.
pot. Make me a charisma saving throw. You guys are not rolling well. I mean, the DC is high, I'll give you that, but at the same time, you guys are all rolling well. Well, I guess it's fine for you because you're the one that has the regen stuff, so go you.
You dunk your head in it.
No, he does shove his hand into it, though. Now, in technicality, by my notes, you lose half of your hit points, your total hit points. Instantly. The catch is, of course, there's no point in you marking down because you'll recover in like a minute. You plunge your hand into it, colored by some almost void-esque pull. Let's. Oh no, we'll roll for it. We'll roll for it. 1d3. 1 being Sandra and the other.
Oh hi, how's it
Sandra, you're nearby and you notice his glaze over look to his expression, and you pull his hand out, and it doesn't leave any remnant on it. It's like pulling from a sticky like Play-Doh, just like gack. If you ever had that, gack, or slime.
That's super gooey stuff that doesn't actually stick, so it's weird.
Yeah, it's a trick. But yeah, you're pulled out of it, both out of your stupor as well as out of this tar-esque material. Again, you look at your hand and it's like not melted, but you could see that it's like you could hear like sizzling.
Good thing I'm made out of stone.
Yeah,
Ow.
You think it might be your stone, that exterior that prevented from instantly melting it, as it had to go through a layer just for a moment.
Did I feel anything in the tar?
You did not. But you hear like this, like it's like when you have like tinnitus-esque thing. But you realize it's not your ears that are messed up because it moves as you turn. It's coming from a specific direction. And you see, no one else sees this, only you. You see when you look out in that direction, in the darkness, it's like, how they say, like, you can see a candlelight on a mountain if it's pitch dark, up to, like, miles. It's like that. You see this, golden shine. You know, like finding gold amidst like a dustpan when you're trying to mine for gold. Just in the darkness, just this really small speck of gold out in that direction where you're hearing this ringing coming from.
Kind of like that sound effect that just happened.
I'll step away from the I'll step away from the tree, and I'll just look to the group and I'll say on my 6, and then we'll go toward it.
Implying they have blocks.
I'll describe what I'm seeing as I move in that direction, just to make sure I'm not the only one, or maybe if I am the only one.
Your
that might be
details
something.
are confirmed by the rest of you that he is the only one seeing
It
it.
is insane.